right, guys, day 2 out here at the claim in BC. Holy, I can see some gray in the goatee. I'm gonna have to dye this thing. Anyways, had a horrible sleep last night. We had a good first day, it was great, got lots of gold, but I had a bad sleep last night, so I'm not gonna do a whole lot of work today. So what we're gonna do, actually, I had a couple guys ask me about a Nugget Bucket a couple months back, and Garrett has a Nugget Bucket. So we're gonna go over that real quick. We're gonna do a couple test holes with him so that he can log some hours on his claim, and we'll show you how the Nugget Bucket works and how successful it can be. And then that'll be this video, so it won't be super long. So let's get down and start doing some Nugget Bucket. All right, guys, that's where we're going, right over there. All right, guys, so like I said, we're gonna go through this Gold Rush Nugget Bucket with you today real quick. Basically what we have here is, it's an all-in-one tool. It's a little bit faster than when you're panning, but not as fast as, say, a high banker. Now, I'm sure you could get good enough with this as you get better results than a high banker. I don't plan on getting that far into it. But what we have is the 1/4 inch classifier on top that you put 7 shovels, seems to be the magic number. Garrett tells me 7 shovels is the magic number. And you'll put your 7 shovels in, pour water on top of it, give her a shake, and then that goes in a little further to your 1/8 inch classifier. More water, shake, 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 get rid of this stuff. And then it goes into a funnel system. And this funnel system has all the classified materials go down. It's got rough riffles in here that's going to keep the water from going too fast round and round and round. And then all the good stuff's going to come out the bottom. And once it comes out the bottom, it's going to collect in this little container here, and that's your collector. So what will happen is the heavy stuff, as the water comes down, it shoots in. The heavy stuff will go to the bottom around the edges of this collector, and the lighter stuff will flow over the top and out of the bucket holes. And then when everything's said and done, after your 7 shovelfuls, you'll take this, put it into a pan it out, and see what you got. So we're just gonna go ahead and do some Gold Rush Nugget Bucket. I have a real hard time saying that, that's why I said it slow like that. And let's see what we can do. So this is a different kind of rock that we're dealing with here. You got a nice vein of quartz coming through a harder carrier, what they call a carrier rock. So that's pretty neat, and it's starting to deteriorate and some rust. So there's probably a little iron in there. I mean, I'm not gonna break this open, but I mean, you never know what's in there. If you're a geologist and you have a clue what this type of rock formation is called, just leave it down in the comments below. I'm always willing to learn new stuff. But other than that, we're just gonna get back to it. All right, guys, so we ran the 7 shovels through. The hardest part about this whole thing is, especially in BC, you'll see boulders everywhere. And to get to the gravels you want, you pretty much gotta move a bunch of boulders, and then you gotta dig, and you will still get boulders. So once your boulders get into the top of your Nugget Bucket, you make sure that you rinse them real good. Sometimes little flakes will stick to those boulders or whatever as it dries. So rinse them off real good, get the boulders out of there, and then this is what you're gonna be left with. Right here. So this is your pay dirt, I guess is what you're gonna call it, right? So this is gonna be majority filled with your heavies and some of the smaller stuff that didn't necessarily flow off because you didn't put enough water through it or whatever. So in the bottom, what you're gonna be, can you tilt that camera way up and we'll get a good angle on this? If you look in the bottom here, you'll see around the outside is where all your heavies are. So that's really if there's the blessed gold in there, that's where it's gonna be. Now I can already see a couple little flakes in the side here. So this could be a fun pan. So what are we waiting on, Ma? Let's get her done. Alright guys, you're not going to be able to see much because it's so fine, which is rare out here, but there's 3 or 4 good flakes. One there, one there, one there, and the rest is all just very fine little powdery stuff in here. Now there's lots of black sands come out of that Nugget Bucket, but so, I mean, obviously it's just your area, right? So 4 good flakes, some nice powder gold. I mean, you're looking at 7 shovelfuls or 7 pans-ish. Hard to say. So we'll keep going, and if we get any kind of crazy streaks, we'll let you know. But other than that, that's how the gold bucket works. I just wanted to do a quick video on that. Like I said, not anything crazy long. Inside bend, a few feet back, well, at least a meter from the water's edge, right? Obviously. Yeah, and just keep running it. And in about 15 minutes, about 7 to 10 pans worth of material. I mean, you're not going to pan 7 or 10 pans in 15 minutes, so we'll just keep going at her, and like I said, if we get anything crazy, we'll let you know. Alright guys, so slight change of plans here at the end of the day, end of day 2. I want to thank Garrett for having us out, and so right now what we're going to do, we're on an ancient riverbed here. It flows down, and it was here up until about 2004, 2005-ish. The floods came and washed the bank away a little bit at different locations, so it now runs somewhere else. So we thought this would be a great opportunity. So we're going to go ahead and classify some bucket of material, and then we'll take it home to the cleanup sluice and run it in the cleanup sluice and see how much gold there is. So Garrett's calls this place the 3 Amigos because we have 3 rocks really close to each other. And they're buried a little bit, so we're going to move the 3 Amigos over to the cantina, dig under their casa. Alright guys, it is 8 p.m. on Sunday night. A long weekend here at the claim. In comes Garrett. He's just, thanks for having us out, bud.
You're welcome, buddy.
Had a good time.
Having you guys.
And so now you've seen a little bit about what it's like prospecting a claim before you get your permits for equipment. Whew, it's hard work.
It's not a young man's, an old man's game anymore. Yeah?
Hell, thanks calling me an old man. Let's do them. All right, guys. So remember, check out Adventure Works after you check out every single one of my videos. Go on there, like this video, and we're gonna pack her up and head her on the road before she gets too dark. So we will see you back at the shop. All right, guys. So this is what we ended up with. Welcome back to the garage. it's not as fine as like the river stuff we get here in Alberta. It was quite muddy. I did classify it down a little bit further than what we had brought home originally. So yeah, the only one thing that I did forget to mention was that if you're not already subscribed, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, and smash that like button. It's how you show your support. It doesn't cost anything. So there's really not much left to do except for just to run this material. This is it. This is all we have out of that 5-gallon pail. So it did reduce down quite a bit. We'll run it quickly, show a little bit of it, and then we'll pan it out real quick and we'll finish out the video. So let's go ahead and run it. Now don't forget, even if you are dealing with BC Gold, there is still flour gold in BC, so make sure you use some sort of surfactant, whether it be jet dry or whatever. It doesn't really matter. You can buy surfactant specifically designed to be a surfactant from I guess Aaron Gold. They do offer some surfactants specifically for gold, but it's not necessary. You can do it with jet dry, which is what I use. Alright guys, so that's the end of it. What we're going to do now is just let it run for a couple seconds, get rid of the lights, which really shouldn't take that long. And then we'll do a quick cleanup. So if you haven't already seen it, we built this cleanup sluice for under $30. Go ahead to the channel and check it out. And it's the easiest cleanup sluice I've ever seen. All you do is rinse everything out. Super simple. And then she's still ready for another round on the next time. So once you do that, I like to put it all in a pan before I go back into the house. It just dealing with the water and whatnot, it's a lot cleaner. So we'll do that now. Lots of black sand in this stuff. And that's what we're left with. Lots of black sands. So let's go in and pan it out and see what we ended up with. All right, let's go ahead and do some stuff first here. First thing we're gonna do is take the magnet and see how much magnetics are in here. That's a crazy amount of magnetic material. All right, we'll put that in a different pan and we will pan that out in a little bit. Now to the rest of it. All right, let's check out what we got in the bottom. Here you go, guys. Here's the gold. Let's dry it up, weigh it up, and see what we got. All right, let's zero out the scale. Zero it out. 0.20 of a gram. 0.20 of a gram. All right, let's go to the computer and finish out the video. All right, that was quite the interesting little bit of panning, and
I'm quite impressed. So there's a reason that BC claims cost so much money, right? We got 0.2 of a gram out of a 5-gallon pail. So 0.2 of a gram is worth $14.75. Now, we've done a lot of high banking and things in Alberta, and we could high bank for a whole day and get 0.2 if we're lucky. So the fact that we did one 5-gallon pail and got 0.2 of a gram worth of gold, that's quite phenomenal. So just to put that into perspective, when I high bank, I usually put about a cubic meter through my high banker for my videos. So if I had done that much gold or that much material through a high banker there, I would have had 8 grams of gold. So that's friggin' amazing. So that's why BC claims cost money. Now, you also, there's a lot of rules in BC. You have to have permits before you can use a high banker. You have to basically take photos before you start work, do your work, take photos after you're done the work, and then take photos after you've remediated the area. There's inspectors that check out your site to make sure you're following the rules, make sure that it's remediated the way they want it. There's a whole bunch of stuff involved. But if you could get on a claim that gave you 8 grams of gold per yard, I'm gonna say it's probably gonna be, you know, as a hobby miner or you know, a beginner miner, you could run three yards through a high banker if you work pretty hard at it. So I mean, that's a lot of gold. So you're probably not going to get that every yard, but we were pretty happy with what we got. We enjoyed going out there with Garrett. Check out his channel at AdventureWorks. Our goal is to get him to 100 subscribers. He's currently sitting at 99. So somebody watching this, go on over, subscribe to AdventureWorks, and I'll put the link in the description. Yeah, so we do have a link in the description to our website. So if you want to get a hold of us for any reason, you got some equipment you want us to try out or anything at all like that, and we do have some new equipment. And we're going to talk about it next week in our live episode. So make sure you watch that live episode, because some exciting news. We got some stuff in the mail. We purchased some stuff. We're looking really forward to doing some new work with that stuff. So yeah, and if you do want to contact me, website in the description, as well as my Patreons in the description. All this stuff costs money, and it's my Patreons that really help out with that, since I'm not a monetized channel. You know, it kind of hits a pocketbook pretty hard. So we are going to have a giveaway at 500 subscribers. We're currently at 463 as of the shooting of this video. So we're under 40. We need under 40 subscribers to go ahead and do that giveaway. Hopefully we get there sooner than later. It'd be awesome if we could get there by Sunday. We could do the live episode with all the updates of the new equipment that we're going to start using, as well as do our giveaway all in one. So hopefully we can hit that number by Sunday. If not, we'll do the giveaway at another time. So that was the Nugget Bucket. I'm still on the fence with the Nugget Bucket. I'll be honest with you. I don't know. I kind of like the old-fashioned panning, but you know, if you use that thing long enough and got good at it, I mean, you could move some pile of dirt through that. So, you know, I'm not going to say it's a bad thing. I'm not going to say it's a good thing. I'm going to say I'm on the fence. I'll have to try it some more. I might get myself one of those Nugget Buckets just to give it a try. If somebody has one, somebody watching this has one, and they're not using it, message me. Go to my website and message me. Maybe we can work something out, and I can play with that for a while and see if I can get any better at it. But other than that, yeah, so 0.2 of a gram, awesome, out of 5 gallons of dirt, amazing. We do have a lot of pay dirts coming up for the winter season, so don't worry, even when we can't mine, we'll still be doing some videos. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed it. I really do appreciate your support, and if I don't see you around, I'll see you square.